Well, good morning, everybody. Here we are, continuing in our northbound adventure here. We are in Peoria Lake right now, approximately mile 176.0, coming up on Sandpoint Light, with 3 empties. Yesterday was an interesting day, real windy, a lot of get a big point on her driver like a fiend and then get caught in the breeze and oopsie. But that's life on the river, and you know, that's how it is today. Much calmer. The lake's like glass. The only ripples are the ones I'm making with this tow. And, we're almost looking up at Chillicothe, Illinois, for those of you that know or care. Shouldn't be that way, but it is Sunday. I hope this portion of the video finds you all well and doing what you want, doing what you love, doing what I need to do. There's a big difference. That was something the pilot and I were talking about this morning for a little while. You know, picking this career, and I'll tell you what, 15 years ago or 16 years ago now, I think I'd have caught that young man and slapped him upside the head and said, boy, do not do this for a living. Don't get me wrong, folks, I make a good living, I make a fine living, I earn it. When I'm sitting here in the chair driving, I'm responsible for right now 5 other men's lives, 4 other men's. 5 other, yeah, right now 5. This boat, the barges in front of me, the cargo in the barges, something happens, my fault, someone else's fault, nobody's fault. They're going to go after my ass first. And that's kind of a terrible feeling. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the paycheck, I really do. I make a 6-figure paycheck a year right now with this company. I'm also away from home 242 days a year, like nowhere near home. I live on the boat and I visit home. That's how things are going right now. And this sounds bitter. It's not really bitter. It's reviewing what my career has cost me. I was around for my daughter's first 5 years every day. I worked, you know, a job on a regular job, you know, a job like any other job. But then I was working on the gambling boat here locally and figured, well, the next natural step would be, well, let's go out on the river and, you know, take the next natural progression. And, well, I took that step, and well, I haven't ever looked back. The last couple of years, I've been starting to look back, and I mean, for example, out of the last 10 birthdays, I'm 42. My last 10 birthdays, 8 or 9 of them were out here, not at home. Christmases have been a little different. I haven't always worked on what they call a live-on boat, where you're gone. You know, I worked on a lot of harbor boats where you get to go home every night or every morning, depending on what shift you're working, like that. And I don't know. Beautiful morning, though. See, the dawn is breaking. Lovely Sunday morning. I don't mean to sound like I'm bitching about what I've chosen, because, well, it's like so many things in life. It's a choice. And I want you to just say, everyone hears about the money and the paycheck, goes, oh, that's got to be awesome. Well, yeah, it is awesome. It sure is, but the price I have to pay to have that, you know, here 15, 16 years down the road, was it too much? And, you know, part of me says, maybe. part of me's like, well, you got to work somewhere. You know, very, very torn on this. You know, part of me says one thing, part of me says another. You know, the third part of me says, both of you shut up, I'm trying to sleep. So, I don't know, I'm rambling. I thought I'd say good morning, though. Heaven help us and the creek don't rise. By the time I get off watch at lunchtime, we'll be around Hennepin, Illinois. Mile 20, whatever, 56. Be in Lamont tomorrow and get these barges stopped and checked out and take them on up to South Chicago. Hopefully get a diver on the boat. We've got a problem with our starboard wheel. Feels like we have something wrapped up in it, or the fluke, which is one of the blades of the propeller, is bent. Like I said, we were fighting wind yesterday, and, well, we might have gotten into something we shouldn't have, which, you know, that's towboating too. I've had my fair share, and every towboater who's really worth a damn is going to sit there and say, yep, I tore the hell out of that last month, or last year, or 10 years ago. The trick is not making mistakes, it's not making the same mistake. So, well, I guess I'm done rambling for now, everybody. I'm going to watch what I'm doing, continue to watch the dawn break, get blinded a little bit, and keep on going up the river. Maybe we'll do another segment here in a little bit. We'll talk to you guys here shortly. Okay, everybody. We're a little farther along. It's still Sunday morning, and this is the beginnings of the lovely town of Chillicothe, Illinois. There is the Chillicothe Island, which is reclaimed river bottom. They basically sandbag, you know, a spot in the river and then backfill bottom into it, and then introduce native species and, well, weeds to just grab hold of the bottom so it doesn't wash out, and it's been a success. I think that's about 15 years old. They're building one by the McCluggage Bridge. Same idea, smaller scale. Much lighter now. The sun's not up yet. If you look in the distance out that way, this is Upper Peoria Lake. Out this way is just lots of open. Maybe I'll show that when we get around the railroad bridge and stuff. But, yeah, just cruising along, 6.3 miles an hour, not vibrating too bad. Cadillacing on up the river. But let me take this chance to thank everyone for subscribing. Thank you. I'm still getting subscriptions. It's kind of hard to, I'm going to have to break down by an air card. That's all there is to it, so I can upload from the boat. And I actually did all my editing on the boat last trip, so when I got home, all I had to do was spend an hour and upload the videos, which was kind of handy. I don't do a lot of editing. One, I don't know that I'm good at it. Two, you know, I try to just, you know, keep the goofy dramatic pauses in, and, you know, whatever's on my mind and stuff, and just say, you know what, it's fine. It'll be all right. So, I think it's, you know, real that way. I'm not poo-pooing anyone who does a lot of editing. I know Ryan edits real well and that kind of thing. I string clips together and hope they make sense, and if they don't, someone will say something, and if they do, oh well. I keep getting subscriptions, so you guys must like it a little bit. Just as a note, this time home, I don't know, I'd like to think I'm going to get a day in the woods, but boy, I am dubious. I get off the 12th. That's a Thursday, and I'll have Friday, Saturday, then Sunday I have to leave. I'm driving to Houston, going to a captain's meeting. It's going to last, well, the better part of the week. And then I get out Thursday at lunchtime. The wife's going with me, and they're going to have some activities for the wives, I think. And we're going to go from Houston to Dallas to visit my brother and his family. They haven't been, I haven't seen them in, 18 months, something like that. It's been a long time. Or it feels like it's been a long time. And visit him and his wife and kids, and maybe have an early Christmas, Christmas in October, blah, blah, blah. Visit, do some stuff, have a good time, what have you. And then I'll be back on, well, I hope Monday. That would be like the 22nd, and then 3 days after that I have to catch the boat. So there won't be a lot of home this time home. There will be a lot of me being in the hinterlands and going hither and yon. And maybe I'll take the camera and bring you guys along. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Depends on if the wife's very, what's the word I'm looking for, agreeable than, being part and parcel to a film. I won't film her. She gets real terse about that, and that's fine. She's not a camera hound anyway. I don't believe I own a picture of her. Last picture I have of her was our wedding picture 21 years ago. Oh, God bless her. Anyway, but yeah, just moseying on up the creek. So we'll hop off here, and we'll see you guys in a little. Yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. Try to film, do some different lock film too this time. We'll be locking a set over again where we tie those first two barges off, and this barge, I've got 3 of them. This barge will go on the side, and then we'll go up, and then shove out, back this one down, and catch these 2 and go. So it'll be that again, but we'll see if we can get you guys on board for some of that. So, all right, we'll talk to you in a bit here. Okay, hi everybody. Another day here on the river. Just thought I'd share this with you because I just happened to notice that I am up here in Chicago, basically, going through the suburbs on the Cal-Sag Channel, and noticed the leaves were changing. Oh dear. Very pretty, very disappointing because I know what's coming next, winter. I thought I would... I'm light boating down to Lamont. I have to grab a couple barges from another boat, shoot them on up the north branch there. Let me turn that radio down. Up the north branch there, and go to about mile 311, and they're going to load up there, and we'll load and take them on down and all that good stuff. So, thought I'd share that. It's hard to see here. See if I can zoom in on it. Yeah, all the leaves there in the water, right there. Makes a big horseshoe, comes around like that. So, I just wanted to share this with you. I'll check in with you guys in a little